Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about how can I improve my English skills during college. When I first came to Dhanbad about 6 months ago, I started to study English and I spent a considerably part of my time in writing, listening, speaking. I don't regret what I did, but after being here for a while, I realized that the best way to learn English is through real experience with English speaking people. Here are a few tips that will help you to improve your overall English skills without spending lots of extra money and time. So I'm gonna talk about the ways how to you can improve English skills, and so I have written down here 8 ways. Those are the one of the 8 best ways you can do. So the first one is talking to your professors, second volunteer, third is mentors, fourth one is wise commuting, fifth one is follow your instincts, sixth one is small talks, seventh one is change your devices, and the last one is narrating story. So let's get into brief of this. So the first one, as we have stated, is talk to your professors. Do not be afraid to ask as many questions as you can during classes. What's the worst thing that can happen? Nothing. Many students do not raise their hands because they do not have the words to say what they are thinking. Don't be afraid. If you already got into college, then you are capable of finding the words even if you make mistakes. Second one is volunteer. I love to volunteer. There is nothing as gratifying as helping others. There are a lot of positive aspects of volunteering. First, you are helping someone. Second, you can use it in your resume for those who have no experience at all. Third, it helps to improve your English skills. And every college has plenty of places or clubs where you can improve your English skills. Try to communicate with them or connect with the Center for Community Service of the college. The third one is mentors. In my first year in Dhanbad, I found a really good person who mentored me for a few months while I was doing my BTech. We spent hours and hours talking about a variety of subjects and even thought it was difficult for me to understanding. I tried my best to keep track of our conversations. Now I can take as if it were my own language. I encourage you to find a mentor in your area of study. There are a lot of professional organizations that offer mentorship programs. Speaking with your mentor not only will help you to improve your English skills but also your career and networking. Now we discuss the fourth one, which is wise commuting. It is one of the important aspects of learning to speak English, and most of our commuting time is spent on our phone, texting, listening music, etc. But do you think that it is worth your time? Why don't we listen to NPR, that is National Public Radio? We need to realize that we have a barrier language, so we should do everything we can to reach our goal. And if your goal is just going back to your home country as soon as you graduate, it will be pretty good to have a resume with a working professional proficiency level of English. On the other hand, if you're planning to get a job, well, spoken English is a must. I must tell you that spoken English is a must. Now let's come to our fifth point, which is follow your instincts. Most professionals recommend avoiding talking in your native language in order to perfect your English, but I believe that is a not realistic advice, and honestly just 0.001% of students apply it. It's important to talk to friends and family back home. When living abroad, it's comfort, if not necessary, to hang out with friends who share the same language and culture as yourself. The key is to have a perfect balance. So you have to keep balance between English speaking and your native language. The key, therefore, is keeping balance. So then only you can improve your English, but also make time to speak in your native tongue. Now we come to our 6 point small talk. Every culture has its own small talk topics when networking. In my country, talking about politics is common, but that's not the case in most of the other countries. Well, even in a single country, the topics could change or vary through states. So there are plenty of topics you can talk about. One of the most important is weather. It might not seem too interesting and very broad, but people love to talk about weather. How can you not bring up the blizzard we just had? Another topic is sports. Personally, in our country, cricket is very famous, and secondly, there are other sports, but you can talk about cricket, and you can converse with people about it, and then you can have a good conversation. So the fourth thing is, you can have uh, a newspaper around you and you can read it. It's one of the good thing to increase your vocabulary. Now we come to our seventh one, which is changing your devices. Finally, change all your devices to English. Your phone, iPad, or computer, etc. Everything should be in English. And be careful. Do not get used to just one friend. So implements all of my tips and start with just one that works for you. And the final thing I can say is, start narrating story of yourself, your life experiences and incidents. That might help you a lot in long term or in long run. So there are things that can't be taught. Practice is the only way to achieve what we really want. So that's all, friends. So I've given you tips how to improve English speaking skills. Thanks.